I was a twin flame runner. And as requested from you guys, I will now share why I ran away from my twin flame, what was going through my head when I ran away, and why I decided to reunite with my twin flame, Steph. As you might know, we have been in harmonious union for a long time now, but just like any other twin flame couple, we went through the running stage. I had known about twin flames, I think, 6 months before I met Steph, my twin flame, and I thought never in a million years will I be the one who runs away. I am spiritually mature. I have worked on improving myself, ascending, stepping into my purpose. The only thing that was kind of lacking, or where I still had more work to do, was in my love life. Before I met Steph, I had never had a relationship longer than 4 months. There was always something that went wrong. And looking back, I can see that was because of self-love. I didn't love myself enough, and people can sense that. And because of my lack of self-esteem and self-love, I would always pick guys who are my opposites. So they would be older, super confident, not sensitive. And then one day I had just talked to my psychic, and she said that I would meet my twin flame in this life. Just when I got back home, I got an Instagram message from Steph, my twin flame, who I hadn't met yet. He was an exact match to the description of my twin flame. So I thought, hold on, maybe he is my twin flame. So as an experiment, I decided to meet up with Steph in Spain. And oh my gosh, he was my mirror. Just like me, he was vegan, non-drinker, digital nomad, super spiritual, and we even had the exact same Myers-Briggs personality type, INFJ. So this was very new to me. I had never dated someone who is my mirror. So that is very difficult to do when you don't love yourself. So I freaked out. I got bursts of annoyances, and I just felt like if he makes me annoyed, is he really the person for me? But I didn't get then that he was actually my twin flame, because at the time I didn't know if twin flames was a real concept. I thought it might just be a myth, because I had no other people in my life who had twin flames or knew about anything about twin flames. So I just thought, okay, something is not right here. He was so different from anyone I've ever dated. He was actually younger than me, sensitive just like me. He could easily pick up when something was wrong with me, and that is something I was not used to. Having a guy who, being with a guy who could pick up on things like that. And so when I got annoyed, then he got annoyed, and then it would just be this like weird awkwardness. I could feel that he was on the exact same vibration as me. You have to have 100% self-love to be able to stay with your twin flame. Because your twin flame is your divine mirror, and you can't look into a mirror if you don't have self-love. So I ran away. I just felt like I needed to get into full hermit mode. So I went back to my home country, Sweden. I rented a little cottage in the middle of the forest and just reflected over our relationship, who I am, what my purpose is. I just felt like there were so much things coming up, all the like ego issues, anxieties, insecurities coming up that I needed to deal with. And I think that was a good thing that I did that. I think for most twin flame couples, the runner will instead try to distract themselves from what they're feeling. So instead of going hermit mode, they would turn to drinking, or another partner, someone who is easier to be with, who isn't their mirror. So that's why I think the running phase can last very long, because you won't reunite again and reach harmonious union until you have 100% self-love and have dealt with all those issues, ego issues, insecurities, anxieties. So one thing that I decided to do in this hermit mode that I was in was I contacted a starseed activator, Betty. And during this activation session, she said, "Do you know what a twin flame is?" And she told me that Steph is my twin flame. And I was not surprised. I mean, all the signs were there, every single one of them. So I don't remember if it was my spirit guides or my star family that told her that Steph should come to Bali with me, and that we will get an activation there. And after that, we should do an Akashic healing, because apparently there's been years and years and years and years of toxic loops that kept repeating lifetime after lifetime, and made it impossible for us to reunite. So I had already invited him before, but then I said, "No, don't come, I need to be alone actually." Now then I invited him again, but then it was too close to the Bali trip, so he didn't come. They also said that we cannot be intimate yet until the activation and the Akashic healing has been done, because otherwise that could trigger another running that could be much longer. But in the end, he didn't come. It was too close to the Bali trip, and I went alone. I did get the activation though. It was at the volcano in Bali, and we did do the Akashic healing on a distance. And after that, we decided to reunite, and we planned a trip to Bansko, Bulgaria together. And since then, we've been in harmonious union. And since then, I've never had these bursts of annoyances. They never got like too intense. However, we have had fights, of course, just like any other couples. Ego issues, insecurities, anxieties will come up, even during harmonious union, and it still does. But that is completely normal. At least we are in harmonious union and we love each other so much. It's totally been worth all the drama, because now I'm together with the love of my life, and we will never leave each other again. Sorry guys, my camera battery died. I'm upstairs now. One thing that I really want you to know, if you are in separation with your twin has run away, is that the reason why they ran away is not because they've lost interest in you. It's not because they don't find you attractive anymore. Trust me, we can't stop thinking about you. It could be that the connection simply felt too intense, because you are literally the divine mirror to your twin flame, and vice versa. When I first experienced these random bursts of annoyances being around him in Spain, I first thought that was a bad sign. Like, that can't be good to feel in a new relationship. But eventually I realized that was just things that was triggered within me, and it was my own insecurities coming up, because I saw a direct reflection of me in him. And you need 100% self-love to be able to love that reflection. It could be other obstacles like age gap, for example. It's very common amongst twin flames, and the divine feminine is often older than the divine masculine, like for example in our case. Another obstacle that we had was that we come from different countries, right? England and Sweden. That's also very, very common amongst twin flames, and can be an obstacle. It could also be religion, that you're of different religions, and that is really important to some people, that you're from the same religion. An example of this is one of my best friends. So she is Orthodox Christian, and her twin flame is Catholic Christian, and for her it's always been a deal breaker if a guy is not Orthodox Christian. So yeah, many people have a list of a requirement for partners, and that can be very dangerous because that could mean that you say goodbye to a partner that actually could be meant for you, right? But if this person is your twin flame, then they will come back to you. So be patient. And there are things you can do to speed up reunion, right? So work on self-love, work on clearing ego issues, insecurities that you have, work through those. We have a whole course about it, Reunion Fast Track, that you can check out in the description if you're interested. But so if you are a twin flame that are in separation with your twin flame, then I'll just say have hope and be patient and don't give up, because reuniting with your twin flame is literally the best thing that will ever happen to you. Trust me. There is nothing else in this world that I am so grateful for than meeting and reuniting with my twin flame. And I realized that it doesn't matter that he's younger than me. I love now that he's an introvert and sensitive, because it means that we can be in all day and cuddle and we will both be happy. Being with a partner who is your exact vibrational match, like the conversations, the passion, the love you feel for that person who once was part of the same soul as you, it's just amazing. And that's why we started this channel, to help bring together twin flames for Mother Gaia, for you. It's just the most beautiful thing ever. And good luck on your journey. Let us know if you have any questions in the comments about the running stage or any other stages, or let us know if you have any topic ideas for future videos. Much love. Bye.